They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Kent State Golden Flashes, taking on last year's national champion, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Buckeyes will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Kent State's offense will get first crack at it today. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turn the football over, not enough productive plays, and so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there's two big things. I think one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that control passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time.
And the stiff arm was strong, but the defense was stronger, and they stopped him for a short gain.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Golden Flashes want to move quickly.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he'll be brought down. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Here's the pressure. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll run play action. Here's a hit. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. He slides that just inside the right upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
So Ohio State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching him as a defensive player,
he's loose. And there was lots of space as he gets into the 39-yard line.
this, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense all year long.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Fires to the right. He makes the catch. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections. But the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead. And a lot of times for a loss and put the offense in a bind.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know they become very human. They start seeing things. And with this crowd, they can't hear anything. This place is going absolutely nuts. Nice job rushing the passer, igniting the crowd.
Hunt is on its way. Hauls it in, looking for space. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. The Buckeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Making side adjustments here. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to take off. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. To the air on first down. He'll take a shot. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
A sweet run gets it out to the 30-yard line, and that can really jumpstart a drive. They're going to ride this running back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. The Golden Flashes headed quickly to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. This dude is having a day, and with that one, he's halfway to Chase Young's 4-sack single-game record.
Go get it, young fella. Just quickness, speed off the edge, getting to the quarterback. You got to be relentless when you're chasing the quarterback. And Chase Young's record, if you can go get that, you go get that big fella, that superstar, that would be a fun day.
Third down play from the gun. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Golden Flashes will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this third possession. Looking downfield, it's Sayed. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Buckeyes will try to move the sticks on fourth down.
I just don't know how you go wrong with bringing more.
He wants to take the top off. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. And he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Just a short pass to the tight end. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The golden flashes send out the punt unit. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Breaks into the open. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Gonna run it. It's Martin. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The play action fake. Fires one high and deep. Snags it down the right side. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And This defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The give to the tailback.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Hands it off. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Golden Flashes decide to punt it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Got it in stride inside the 20. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. That big play has them in business. First and 10 inside the 20. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now.
And that's good enough for a first down.
That's caught. It's Clark. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him to screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that.
Nothing but green grass down the middle. The tag. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Got his man to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, first and 10. Catch in the middle. It's Smith. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. It's a bad scheme to try to cover this guy one-on-one, much like Michigan State tried to do against Joey Galloway in '93. But the difference there is the reason Joey Galloway couldn't be covered is that no one really wants to be around him.
Ain't that the truth? We work with him weekly. We can say that and be very firm about it. But here's the thing. Joey Galloway, think about the other names to wear the scarlet and gray. So many guys year after year. You know Ohio State fans, Reese, they're going to claim, wide receiver U. They try to claim that because so many greats have been through that university.
Unloads to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Peoples. Got enough space, and he'll hold it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's passed. Running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. On the run, it's Hicks. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. Leaves it with the back. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. The Golden Flashes will line up to punt it away. He takes it at the 45. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, move right down the field and put it in the end zone. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before. He's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Martin. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give to the lone running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. And the Golden Flashes will call on their punt team. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And with the ball in a spot like this, David, they might try to get something on the board before the break.
Oh, great opportunity to be aggressive. Find those couple plays you like. Push the ball down the field. At least try to get a field goal here, Palmer.
That's it, David. Just a couple of first downs here could be enough to steal 3 points before this half is over.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. He rifles one deep to the left. He's got it along the sideline. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps their foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today.
The Golden Flashes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Graham. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to throw on first down. Now improvising. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield. It's Sayin. Snares it outside. It's Peoples. That running back looks as if he'd be at home in the receiver room with that footwork along the sideline.
Yeah, Reese, this defense is going to have their hands full because this is a complete running back. He's not good just blocking or running with the football, but he can catch it as well.
Grab near the marker. It's Smith. There he goes. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. And the Buckeyes are marching down the field. Looking downfield on first down. He'll throw it. Snagged out of the air. Trying to get it in. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. The Buckeyes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute?